everyone to the I don't even know what we're gonna call this series, but
segment some sort.
Yeah, the first unofficial but official Q&A for Star Crusader and the artist formerly known and currently known as Twizzie.
Hey.
I'll be your host. My name's Travis, and
Spray.
Yeah, no doubt, formerly once known as. Thanks for having me,
dude. Thanks for having me.
On the album. Absolutely.
Yeah. Shoutouts for Francis, Nathan, for also setting all this up.
Working in the back.
Yeah.
So, let's get into it just a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, you probably had a chance to listen to the new project by Twizzie called Star Crusader. Man, just by far one of the most comprehensive projects that have come out in a very long time. And I think something that not just every hip-hop fan is going to love, but just any musical artist I think is going to enjoy. When you came out to do this one, do you think like you had a particular direction from the get-go you wanted to go, or did it grow and evolve your own way?
Both. I think the direction is to go the direction that no one expects necessarily. I was saying in the stream, I think after Flow Taco 3, and this Flow Taco system just kind of, I'm actually surprised I was able to keep up with it. It's a 4-year, I said this in the beginning, I was like, this is a 4-year plan.
Because this is the fourth installment,
This is the fourth in the last 3 years, like 4 years. It's a 4-year plan, but I didn't know how long I was going to go with it. I was just like, yeah, it's fun for the first one. We'll see.
Right.
And it kept building after each one. And after Flow Taco 3, which I think is my most successful album yet, and I feel is like my best album because I think, and what people are saying is like it's the album where I have found that I've connected everything together since I started doing music. Okay. It's like I never...
Sunflower Samurai,
yeah. It's because I was always in the brink of like, I was being too aggressive. I was being too, like underground rappy.
Right.
Then I became too poppy. Then I became kind of this and that.
Right.
Sunflower Samurai was like, I think many of my listeners would consider like me finding the balance to all of those.
Okay.
So, I mean, it did feel like it. I feel like I was lyrical. I was kind of, it gave me back the hunger of some of the, the battle rap days, but at the same time, also just the catchiness, the boom bap, the soulful flavor. It was all like a good balance, and that's why people say that's probably their favorite album of mine, because it gave the best of like all of the worlds that I was trying to bring up within Flow Taco 1, 2, and even before, even with our EP.
For sure.
Songs about our EP, you might find that nowhere, but
in the
it's
vault.
out there in the vault, yeah.
No doubt.
But so when I went from there, it's like the next year, it's like, okay, where do I go from here? Like, it was either do that again, go to the pocket. I already know I'm good at that. That was that part perfect balance, or make it a part 2, make something else again. And I just chose to dissect everything and start all over again. Like, let's do something that I don't think I am able to do.
Right.
And moving into the process of thinking of what I'm going to do for the new album, and I try to change every single one, I just stopped listening to rap.
For real?
In general.
Like this cold turkey?
Like cold turkey rap. Like, I still appreciate it. Like, if I hear like a good song, I hear a good song, but it just nothing that was coming out around that time, except for a couple albums, and one of them I would like to say key album is Igor by Tyler the Creator. I went to go to Toronto to see him, and I saw him and Jaden Smith and Gold Link, and I'm gonna have to say like
mad inspired, just
because the way that he performed it, the way that it's so production based, right? Like, it's focused on production rather than the lyrical, spiritual, virtual, like rap shit. Like, and he was saying it confidently to everyone, like, this is not a rap album, don't make me fucking win a rap album of the year award. He won the rap album of the year award. And that's what he said. He's like, it's not a rap album.
Legit.
Yeah,
it's interesting because like as artists, and I know like I have a little special perspective having known you for a long time, that when you begin as an artist, you kind of start with like foundational tools. Like, you pick the beat, you write the lyrics, and then my song is about a good beat and good lyrics. The
format.
Right? That's 1 and 2, ABC.
Yeah.
And then just with every project, like you said, you've kind of explored different sounds as you got comfortable with your basics. And then with you having major success with, say, Sunflower Samurai, I can understand you wanting to maybe consider doing a part 2 on the success, but you found a really kind of cool foothold with this danger pop album, as you call it, where you still created a new sound, but took a lot of different elements to create Star Crusader.
Yeah.
For you personally, does this album mean anything more to you? Do you rank it above other installments of Flutaku?
Man, that's kind of hard because like not enough time has passed. I think it has to come out first. It has to start its mini culture,
right.
And I want to see how people react to it, what comes out of it. Even like little things like people doing covers when the album's not even out yet. That's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
So I want to see. And with each Flutaku, with each release, I do usually 7 months to 9 months of kind of, not like touring, but I guess touring because I'm playing it around Canada
right.
and whatnot, of like doing its run of like, I will do shows only if I'm playing this Flutaku. Right? So because I haven't played any of it live yet because of the lockdown, I don't know what the live feel is. I don't know what the live reception yet because I can make a good ass song, but if it doesn't go well live, then it's like, I don't know how much I really love it if it doesn't have a live feel or it doesn't have that kind of connection with the people, right. As personal as it is to me. But with this one, I feel that it's special because it's the most challenging one.
Interesting.
Because this is the one where I kind of, my inspiration is things that I would never think that I would be inspired from. And I'm going to get some heat on this, but growing up, I actually hated the 80s.
Right.
Like, I hated that.
It's hard to appreciate.
Era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that, like, when you're young.
Yeah, you're young, too. Like, I love the 90s, but I thought 80s were just, like, cheesy, like, synth. Like, I don't know.
Just
everything's
played
too
out,
over the top. Disco,
yeah. Brother. Absolutely.
And for some reason, at 30 years old, something clicks.
I'm the same way. I'm the same. 28.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've kind of had a resurgence of like vintage is cool.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So those sounds are kind of coming back.
Exactly. So I think it's basically just the time has passed. For some reason, 70s was cool for me, like 5-10 years ago.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I'm listening to Michael Jackson, I'm listening to Prince, I'm listening to David Bowie. Like,
and you can hear that in this project.
And
you can hear this.
And it's because that's what I listened to. I didn't listen to any rap.
That's really cool that you put yourself outside a comfort zone of not just making new music, but listening to new music, like getting new inspiration. Which might be key, because I know a lot of artists, like you hit that writer's block or you burn out doing what you do. But like you said, this is your 4th album in 3 years. And like major hitters don't do that.
And it's just the consistency of it, man. Because I think because I'm consistently making music, I always want to change it up. I think if I took like 2-3 years break each album, I would just miss the process.
Right.
Then I would redo the process.
Right.
All right, I'll write a verse to this type of beat and then I'll write a hook.
So do you love the process more than the release or the feedback or the performance? What's your favorite part about being the artist?
The process is just really, really fun, at least for this one.
Interesting.
I don't really I don't make stuff thinking about, at the release, people are going to react to this. I don't even think about any of that. Some people just make, music, art, thinking about what people are going to think.
Right.
They're already thinking ahead on
no doubt.
The spectacle of how they're going to,
when I hit this lyric, I'm going to do it like this.
Yeah. Right. This is going to come out at this time. It's going to be perfect for this current situation and the pop culture.
Right.
I don't even think about who's going to fucking like this thing.
Legit.
So I think the process was really fun because, so this is the first album that I didn't really mix and I didn't engineer myself.
Right.
I've been so kind of stubborn with all of the Flutakus is just recorded from my home studio.
Right.
And I get the final say on everything. With this one, I hired my producer engineer, Rome, who's basically the creative executive producer, whatever you want to call it. And he basically, step by step, I told him what I wanted to do. He took each song. I showed him the songs, but he would add his flair to it.
Right.
So the big challenge for this one and why I really enjoy it is because it's, I think, 80-85% singing. It's there's barely any rapping. I think
you got one rap verse in
dude,
there.
I think I have
and
2 or 3. Yeah. I really tried not to rap.
Too.
Yeah, I really tried not to rap. And it's at this point, it's I think people know I can rap. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm the best at it or a master to skill.
You got to where you wanted with that
one. It's just exactly. I got to the skill as good as I want to be. I'm not trying to be the best rapper in the world.
I'm not trying to rap, got it.
I'm not, I'm not trying to be the best MC or anything like that. Right. I think I got to the point where I'm as good as, I just want to be the best musician I can be for my time. And I think if I don't include different elements, and I think this is one of the elements that I really needed and I've always wanted to sing, and I still think it's still in the works. I mean, if you could hear the album, if you're listening to the album, I'm pretty sure A lot of you guys will think it's still like it's still in its rough edges. It's got potential, and it's definitely better than the previous one. But that's also because of the constantly coaching by Rome. I never let someone in like that, where give me feedback, be harsh. If something can be done better, tell me to redo something.
Push me.
Like, so there would be times where I would record a part and we're not satisfied. I mean, I would send myself home, but he would agree, and he's just like, "You'll practice it.
Right.
Come back in the studio when you have
let's
it.
nail it harder."
Yeah. Record it and then repeat it. Listen to it again. Figure out how you can sing that better.
Right.
Figure out a different melody and stuff like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, one of my favorite albums of all time is like Kanye's Dark Fantasy.
Oh, dude, that's one of, dude.
And like, if people know the story is like him and 100 producers or whatever, people just collaborating and living a certain lifestyle and just going back and forth, melting pot. And so when you say like this was an album where you kind of let go of final say creator and just said, everyone, let's get together and like push and pull, I think it's really cool that you absolutely cultivated a sound that's new and fresh, but you also showed a side of yourself that wasn't inauthentic, but it was also well packaged and just cohesive. There was more than just your spirit in there. And I think whoever you were producing or working with, like, they deserve some big credit too.
Oh, big credits, man. Like Rome, Jay-Zen, and I was saying like the another challenge for this album that I really wanted to do, aside from the singing and the theme, was to have organic instruments being played. It's nothing to just digital, because the most I would do before is I would have my homies produce in front of me, and then we'll just like produce it, and I'll try to rap along and then till it's like good. But this time it's like, let's make the music as good as possible first.
Right.
I'll worry about the vocals later. Let me figure that out.
Right.
So the focus was definitely production. And so I let him be creative. I let Jay-Zen and be like, make the craziest shit you want to make. Don't even worry about my vocals.
Right.
Don't even worry about how I'm going to come in on this.
Okay.
So it's a lot of like these sax solos that you hear, these trumpet solos, these keys played by Timothonius. They're all like people from the band scenes that I've like just been meeting, because I've been going out to that scene more than like, I still go to the hip hop scenes a lot, but I really enjoy this like kind of indie rock scene a lot, and I'm just like connecting with different people.
Right.
And from then it's just like, hey, yeah, I want to be on my album. Hey, you want to play some keys on my album? Hey, you want to play some cello? Blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's a different process because it humbles you. Because I think rapping for so long and you work with rappers, it gets too like, it's competitive to a point where once you've proven, and I feel like I am kind of more veteran proven person, it's all daps.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and then you see this other scene that's like the pop, like kind of like, more folky scene and stuff like that, and you're almost no one again. And I think that excites me.
I hear that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
all of a sudden
absolutely.
everything is new. You have to prove yourself again. And so just jumping into a different scene is like fun for me. And like, I'm not saying that I'm like ditching, the hip hop scene that raised me, that my roots, that like gave me everything I have today. I'm just saying, like, I think this break would be really good, because imagine I come back a year from now and I say I want to rap again. I'm done with singing.
Right.
I feel like I go twice as hard.
As a rapper.
I feel like it's, yeah.
Right. You feel like you have something to prove because you took that time off?
Because I took that time off. It's like, let me remind him again I got bars.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if I'm going to do that, but just say, like, with this type of break and focusing on other things, if I come back and I just like, decided, all right, I'm going to be a rapper again.
I hear you.
I'm going to be like, I'm going to start making a rap album again. And I just think that inspiration will be somewhere else and it'll be like crazier. But for now, I really, really enjoy this new take. I'm meeting new people. I'm playing in front of new fans. And I'm new again. I'm fresh again to people's eyes. You know what I mean?
You feel energized on the album. You bring good energy to it.
Yeah, definitely. And just people playing instruments is just like hella, like, definitely.
It brings it into it.
Because if the production is this fucking good, like,
Right.
if one beat is worked on by 4 people playing instruments in it and producing, I gotta come with it. You know what I mean? I can't wreck this shit.
Would they travel with you to do the tracks live, do you think?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Some of them are like,
Yo,
I'm
get it
hella
going.
down. Yeah,
Get it
so
going.
live, I just want to play in a band. That's been the ultimate goal, and I think I'm getting closer. And I think Flow Taco 4 should be my foot in the door. I feel like this would lead me to like more shows that is backed by a band, because it has the elements of being played in a big band.
I think you got that potential here.
Thank you.
No doubt.
I think just playing in a band the last couple of years, and some of my shows is just like, I think this is where I want to be. I think at some point I'd like to rest on the backing tracks for a little bit and see what I can do, just being a front man, but also like, you know, having the music as a whole is not just based on one person,
Right.
but we all have to come together as a group, because being in a
together.
band is so much, it's like harder, I think.
Oh yeah.
Being in a band is hard.
Well, it's a family, right? You got to manage
there's
and maintain.
chemistry. There's so much more than just what you want to do and what you want to sound, right?
If you have chemistry, the other thing you need is timing. That's all you need, right? Do you, with that in mind, like that, is that really the goal with this project? What was like the thing you set out to do with this one?
Honestly, we'll see when the project comes out, but my goal was just to be really, really different. Expose my influence, my different influences. I want to reach a new fan base. So, and I think I've done that with every Flotaku. So Flotaku 1, for some reason, I gained a bunch of metal fans. And I'm like, wow, I'm so
That's
happy. Rebirth, yeah, the Death Note one. And yeah, shit, pray, Misa, yeah. So that was interesting because I've never had that. Because everything before Flotaku, my fans...
You never had the metal fans before?
No, because everything before Flotaku was like battle fans. People that just want, they just want the raw underground hip hop shit. Because that's what I'm known for in the battle scene, right? We just want the bars.
What about like the Twisted Angel days?
The Twisted Angel days, you know, that was so long ago though that maybe like a few of them, maybe like 5 to 10 of them exist nowadays.
I see.
But it was so long ago. But I also thought the Twisted Angel days, and by the way, that's me prior to 2011, bringing like kind of like the goth emo influences into my hip hop. I just don't think it was done right.
Okay.
I was experimenting with the sound.
Still finding yourself a bit.
Yeah.
Right.
I would listen to it today and I'm like, yo, this shit's cringy.
Yeah, I got but that's how you grow, right? We got those tracks in the vault.
Exactly. 10 years, you gotta find it cringy.
That shit comes on in the car and you're like, hit next. Real quick.
And it's funny because like I have friends that would still play that. And they'd be like, remember this? I'm like, yes, I don't want to remember this though. They just play it in front of me like, this was you. But yeah, so both like, I guess 2011 to 2016, I did an album called Dojutsu. I did an album called To Destroy Sound Beautiful. I did an EP called Cellar Door. Shout out Shelby Lighting.
No doubt. That was a really great project. That was
God,
a really nice sidebar in your catalog.
It was a definitely side project for real. It's kind of sad that I didn't go longer, but I think that experience alone is like, okay, I needed that experience.
This project, I thought of Cellar Door.
Really?
I really did.
In what ways?
Man, there's a certain... Like, Cellar Door is a very elegant project.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like, super in your face. It was something that you wouldn't expect from what people would deem a hip-hop or rapper, or like that sort of artist. So, like, when I think Cellar Door, I think elegant, sophisticated music. And then this project was, like... If Cellar Door was, like, the bones of the album... But then you just draped it in like luxury fabrics, and then put some champagne in its hands.
Put some champagne.
Yeah, put some diamonds on the hair. Like you like took elegance and then made it feel like luxurious.
Yeah.
But somehow you threw in like this cosmic, like dope boy talking like.
We have to add the swag in there.
But it works, and it's like I'm like, man, this is like Cellar Door on. Like Novocaine, sophisticated drugs. This is what that felt like for me.
That's much. I didn't think about it that way, but now I'm thinking about it. I might go listen to some Cellar Door on my way home for sure.
No doubt.
But yeah, like with Cellar Door, and then with everything, even in our EP and stuff like that, we just had a set people that wants to listen to rap fan base. Like I had that kind of fan base and followers and friends. Group of friends is a big thing too.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So it's not just fans. It's always like who you attract to hang around with you based on what you make, right?
Friends, right?
Exactly. So, and then Flotaku started, and this was the game changer for me because all of a sudden, half my fans are anime fans.
Yeah.
Based on what we're sampling and stuff like that, and what we're basing the team on. So yeah, Flotaku 1 was a little darker. I had like post-hardcore emo metal fans that jumping in and that like. Suicide Girls, like
that's I love that shit. That's the vibe.
Yeah. So I was like really surprised. I'm like, fuck, I want to keep doing this, but I don't want to stay to that sound. So I did Space Cowboy, and Space Cowboy. I wanted to reach a more accessible, more jazz, more like kind of classical.
Jupiter jazz.
Yes,
yeah.
I've jumped into my classical training from when I was a kid, and just my Frank Sinatra, kind of cellar door-ish, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would have made Space Cowboy with that cellar door. Now that I come to
That's
think about
interesting.
it. I don't think that would have existed because I wouldn't have the interest. But Space Cowboy, and this is kind of funny, but this is Space Cowboy brought in the ladies.
I can see that.
And
like the visuals were like that because it's very like empowering to women almost. That a lot.
Yeah,
of those
yeah,
tracks,
and it's like it's like Bad Bish, but like, oh man, I succumbed to this woman, this Faye Valentine, kind of vibe.
No doubt.
And it's very catchy, and it's very like just positive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was a new phase for me because I got all these like jazz musicians, jazz people that like the music, and it increased. I think the number that I saw was like it increased by like 35%. I had like 4% ladies fans when I was looking at like my
That's huge.
based on my streams and my followers on Facebook.
trying to get that Justin Bieber 90%.
Yeah, Justin Bieber 90%. I don't know what it is about the album that it just like boosts, and all of a sudden like I'm finding that my fan base are like 50-50 now.
Right.
Like I kind of want to stick to that, and it's not because like I just think that it's showing that it's like now the music is kind of for everyone. It's not really
Right.
just driving into like a category of what people want to hear,
No
but
doubt.
it also still has its niche. And then Sunflower Samurai is like, oh, you guys think I'm into some pop shit? Oh, you guys think I'm into some emo shit? Let me mix all that and then bring in the hip hop shit.
That crump track you
that's
got?
why.
What was that track that had the crump in the music video?
Oh, Lullabies of the Lost. Lullabies of the Lost.
Insane,
yeah.
bro.
Oh god, man, that was
Insane.
so fun. But yeah, like I wanted to bring a lot of elements of hip hop, bring in some crump, bring in some like trap, bring in
Right.
the boom bap. So that's why it became as I think my more successful one is because it made everyone kind of like there's a piece for everyone.
I think this album will feel the same because it doesn't have a singular sound.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have people who just enjoy music, like from all walks of life. I think. on
Yeah,
this
I
one.
hope so. And then this
Yeah.
one, I think like the target is like just people who just like music, like pop music, like
No doubt.
retro wave, like some classics and shit like
So
that.
then, what's your favorite on the album?
The Sun.
The Sun.
Yeah. It's called The Sun.
Second last track.
Second last track.
Ah, yeah.
And I don't even know because like I guess not enough time has passed, so I guess the favorite will change based on the crowd reaction live, based on the reaction overall when the video comes out.
Right.
What's more memeable? What people repeat to me when they see me and shit like that.
Is that
All
the song you
has a-
play to listen to yourself, like because you just really fuck with it, or is it more like because you know how hard you have to push yourself to get to that point?
I know hard I had to work
Yeah.
myself to push myself to that
I get
point.
that, yeah.
But not only that, but because I genuinely like it. Like when I heard the beat for the first time and then Timothonius played the keys on it. Shout out to Timothonius for slaying that in fucking one take, by the way. And it's just such a beautiful song, and I knew and then Zacharias laid down his vocals on the hook. And
And then that dude is like
he's like,
smooth
dude, he
on
might
it.
be like one of my
Yeah.
favorite singers. Like,
But I'll say that when you were singing, man, sometimes it's hard to tell if it was you or him.
way,
I shit
no
you not.
way.
I was like, is that Twizzie?
No
Or
way,
is that
he's
Zach?
so
For real.
clean. He's
Yo,
so
I know,
clean.
but give yourself
He's
some
so
props,
clean.
dude. Give yourself some props.
I will definitely like say like I've really worked hard on that verse because I keep rewriting it, but we wanted to add the dynamics of me being a little bit more rough on the singing edge while he's being a little bit more clean, the John Legend like
Right.
kind of John Bellion like sounding cleans, while I'm more on the rougher side, the more like emotional side. But I think I just like it because of the challenge, and it's just a genuinely like good song. I think it feels.
Right.
But it's really hard because I really fucks with the Fool. I really
Shout
fucks
out,
with
that's my personal
that's his favorite.
track.
Yeah.
All
I
day.
really fucks with that one because I don't know. That's just like a fun track, and
It's honest, man. It's raw. It's emotional. It's naked.
Jason with the Carlos Santana type guitar solo just shreds on that absolutely.
No doubt.
I really fucks with Hierophant Green. I really fucks with Star Platinum because that's the first time I made a song that's like, yo, we're targeting the ravers. Like we're targeting big music
The way you have that
festivals.
breakdown midway through
Yeah.
is like
Dubstep, like-
comes out of nowhere, but it's like it feels visceral. Like you can slow down, but like you still want to mosh a little.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like that was the track that's just like, let's make this like do some Molly
Right.
and jump around and run in circles in this track.
Kill the water.
Yeah, exactly,
Right.
exactly. So it's all different. And then Killer Queen is like hella personal.
Right. Silver Chariot.
Yeah, so just Silver Chariot was like one of my favorites too, because it's just like, that's another challenging one, because when I was looking for a beat with that one, I just wanted like Nine Inch Nails, like FKA Twigs, like things that I was listening to that was really, really weird. And that one, it just had like this distortion and the way the drums are. It doesn't follow any hip hop pattern. So it's like, how do I rap to that? And I think those are the kind of beats I look for. It's just like, when I hear it at first, it's like,
I don't know how I'm gonna approach this.
It's so hype. I'm jumping around because it's so good. But what am I gonna do? Like, how do I sing this? Do I rap in this? Bro. Because if you do that, I think, and this is like a, you know, like an advice to, I think, all musicians, is like, if you do that, instead of like, I have this song, I have this verse, let me find a beat that goes with it, then I'll spit it. If you do it the other way, when you're looking for a beat first that you like, that you don't know how you're going to approach it, you don't know how you're going to flow with it, you actually come up with a new flow.
And better shit.
Yeah, you learn a new flow, you learn a new style, you learn a new melody, you sing different. And yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that if you keep just choosing the beats that you think is your beat.
Right.
And I think that's really funny too, because like, I think that's what's pulling me back from having like that kind of like known presence, because I don't have this Little Pump type beat.
I hear you.
This Kanye West type beat, this ASAP Rocky. You won't see me on a YouTube ever, even if I'm like fucking, you know, million streams. I don't think I can have a YouTube video that says Twizzie Ramos type beat, because what would that sound like? Like, I don't even know.
Yo, for real, because like what era you want to pick?
Yeah,
from,
like
bro?
what?
Yeah.
Like which Flotako? Like, so I think like
like what day of the
what day
it has
of the
to be
week.
by the day of the week and the month and the year.
Yeah,
like that's the only way to get it.
Yeah, exactly. So I see that's how kind of people blow up, is they stick to this like sound that they just get known by, this aesthetic and stuff like that. And that's props to them, man. I think people do it really, really well. It's just like, I just want to be.
It's not you.
It's not. I just, I'm always looking for something different, and whatever's the next one. Let's see what catches fire. I'm never worried about like how big something's gonna get. I didn't write The Sun being like, oh, the people are gonna love this because this and that, and this type of demographic is gonna love this.
Right.
There's no thought process that goes into how this is gonna go into marketing, or you know, the demographic. There's no thought process that goes into that. It's really just like, holy shit, I want to make the best song possible. Like, this is the beat. Okay, let me find a way. That's it. And then now that the album is done, maybe a little bit I'm thinking about that. Okay, what should I do for music videos? What should I do for singles and stuff like that?
Right.
That's when it's a little bit. Yeah, exactly.
That's dope, bro. And I mean, it shows through the body of work you've always had. Is there like, when we're wrapping up, is there anything specifically you want to let the viewers and listeners know about this project, or anything you want to let them know?
Yeah, fucking, because of the COVID-19, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm losing a lot of money on it. So
you're the only one, man.
Yeah, no, everyone is. So shout out to everyone. I hope you guys are keeping safe. But you know, obviously, like, I poured maybe a couple grand on this album. With everything, there's more money that was poured into this album because I wasn't doing everything. So sessions were being paid, you know, like I was everything from recording and stuff like that to the music videos. Everything was being built up so that by March I would be just on a roll with music videos, shows, anime content,
get
stuff
the
like
content
that, travel
ready.
content, release merch, sell merch, get the money back. But now it's like zero income and stuff like that. So
Fuck stuff.
you know, I'm not asking for pity party or whatever, but I'm just releasing this because I fucking want to release my music and I want to share my music with you guys, because I had a choice of just waiting till the next year, because they said wait till everything's back to normal, and then exactly at this time of the next year do everything you were set out to do, and then you'll make that money back easily.
Right.
But that's just not how I work. I feel like I'm gonna be interested in something else.
Right.
We were laughing about this, like, what if I'm interested in country by November?
Bro, I mean, I've been a fan for a long time, but that might be.
I don't know. I keep saying that's not a possibility, but I don't know. I said 80's was never gonna happen. I said I hate the 80's.
It's gonna be during Stampede then, bro.
I know.
Country music hits you
exactly.
Get your boots on.
Yeah, so I guess, I didn't want to wait out. I just wanted you guys to hear it, and I just support it by just like fucking with it, like telling me what you think, liking it, even if you don't like it, stream it once, stream it twice, it's all good. But yeah, and I just appreciate all the, you know, the fans from day one, the followers, the homies that are always inspiring me. I find that my circle is always changing because I'm always changing and I'm always growing. And, you know, I mean, even to people like you that are still here till this day, is just like supporting that change.
Of course.
I really fucks with all of you guys like that, and like just some of the followers that, you know, has been there just through all the changes too and shit like that. So yeah, I really, really appreciate that and continue on. I just find like happiness in the entire Flotaku series ever since I started it, because I find like I'm on zero fake shit. I'm on zero fake shit. There's a lot of fake shit in 2015.
No doubt.
Yeah, as I like doing music, I was pandering. I was doing things that I would impress people, because that was like the big thing is I wanted to get signed back then. That was the goal. It's like, let me do all the check boxes to how to get signed to a major label, right?
I hate it, dog.
Right?
No doubt.
But in the process, I was not happy. Right. I wasn't doing my own thing.
Right.
So now I am happy. No, I'm not going to get signed. Maybe I will, but I'm not trying to get signed. But just let you guys know, because of your support on, you know, what I'm doing, that I am super happy with where I'm at right now. So yeah, much love.
That's dope, man. Cheers to the Star Crusader, dog.
Cheers, yo.
Thanks,
thank you
bro.
so much. And that review is amazing, yo. Like, seriously, like the write-up, I can't wait to. I mean, it's probably out right now. But we'll see.
I'll post this video to the bottom of the write-up too, so
Yeah,
everyone gets all the context. Love to Star Crusader, love to Twiz, love to Francis in the back, man. Appreciate it. Nothing but success.
Peace,
guys.
Shit, that was hype.
That was good, man.